Whoa! Try it and see it. Whoop! 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 Let's try. Did I? Hello? Bye, try it and see. Hello? Ah, there we go. That's better. We're back! We are back! I'm so Twilioed up right now. I got my Twilio hat, I got my Twilio hoodie, I got my Twilio t-shirt. I'm all Twilio all the time. Oh, Gramias, a rogue Marco we see. What's going on? Nice to see you. I'm writing a Battlesnak. We've got a Twilio. We have a I don't even know if it's started yet. We've got some kind of deal with Battlesnak. Battlesnak is a way that you write snakes like from a Nokia 3310. What will you use for the UI? I will use JavaScript. No, I won't. I'll use JSON. It's going to be just an API. Battlesnak provide the API. That's not even real snake. Did they used to have spiders? That's way too advanced. Maybe it wasn't a 3310 I was thinking of. Nokia 5110? What was that? That's the boy. That's the boy. Memories. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, Battlesnak. Essentially, what you do is they send you a webhook, and you have to respond with what you want the snake to do, right? So essentially, you have to write a API to play the snake game for you. That's the trick here, and so I'm going to start doing it. Let's just go. That's all I know is that you have to write software that plays Snake for you and they battle against each other, right? The AI that you write, in my case, a ton of nested if statements, no doubt, will play the game, right? So I don't want to actually play a game though, because I need to find the screen that I was just on that told me how the hell we start. Right, here. Register a default starter Battlesnak. Follow instructions. I can't read that because my eyes... In fact, I really should put my glasses on. My eyes are killing me from... This is the second stream of the day, by the way. Big shout out to the was in the earlier stream crew, where I blatantly used my stream to get some free consulting from chat. Thank you to the free consulting from chat crew from earlier. Hey, Craig. Okay, I can see. This hat's got to go, though. That's not good. That's better. Right, we're ready. I had a lovely lunch. Sandwich and crisps. I chopped up a load of onions and so made my eyes water. And there's not like, oh yeah, I've been cutting onions because I've been watching like some soppy romantic TV show or whatever. No, I actually was cutting onions. So, okay, follow the instructions in the quick start coding guide. Let's do that. This guide will walk you through the one way to get your first Battlesnak run-in using a pre-built starter project and resplit as your device. I don't want to do that. I want to, like, there's no PHP starter project. Can I just, like, figure this out without having a starter project? I don't want to do that. I just want to, like, because can they just give me a... Can they just give me a... Can they give me an API to just... Like a specification. That's the word I'm looking for. Can they give me a specification? Right, let's just do the challenges. I was speaking to Maximum Gilead earlier, and he said the challenges are the best ways to do it. Avoid walls. Okay, let's do it. Oh, I don't have a Battlesnak, though. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing already. Create new Battlesnak. Okay, name. What are we going to name our Battlesnak? Anyone have any suggestions? While I drink my coffee. Yes, I'm drinking coffee. Crypto Snack. Jeff, I'm betting that these names have been used already. So it'd be more like, I like Crypto Snack. I do like Crypto Snack, but you know, the Block Snack. It's like a kind of crypto thing, but Snack 2. Just okay, in case Snack 1 has been used, that's fine. URL. Okay, I guess. Okay, we are. So I'm going to use ngrok for the URL, right? First of all, East. We want US East then. So it's going to be http gh.ngrok.io. Battle Dragon. Now, Snack Final version 3 real. I love it. I can't resist myself. Right, let's do this. This is like Twitter all over again. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I've got a snack. I have a snack. Now I should be able to do the challenges with that snack. Avoid walls. That sounds like a good challenge to do, first of all, right? So, why doesn't it let me pick my battle snack? Hello, I do have a battle snake now. Oh, you piece of shit. Right. I probably haven't done something else already. That's fine. Okay. We're getting there. Uses wrong. Username. Oh, yeah, but Craig, that's so me. It's fine that I used my wrong username. Can I change its name? It's fine. Don't tell anyone. Okay, so we have a snack. Right, why can't I run a test game? Okay, apparently I need to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to have to deploy a quick start one because there is no PHP one. Can I just like copy this? It'll be testing your ngrok URL and die in. Do you think though? Well, we can check that. We can definitely check that. Well, number one, it can't be because I haven't got ngrok running. Okay, we're going to be running Slim today as our API of choice. Composer serve. That doesn't work in Slim. Okay, what does work in Slim? Do we just do php-s- cock and balls, whatever it is? Oh, God, stop saying these things. Slim, quick start, Acrobat 4. GitHub. Don't give Rob Allen the hits to his blog. That's exactly what he wants. Okay. Yeah, we just use php-s. That's fine. Okay, so we should have like, oh, stop opening in the wrong pissing browser. Okay, we have hello world, which should be this, just returning hello world, lovely. Then we ngrok that up, so ngrok http 8888, and then subdomain gh. Job done. Okay, beautiful. Now we should see using the web interface. Okay, beautiful. So I still can't see this snake, right? So I need to do something to get the snake. There's got to be docs. Shall I read the docs? Do you think that's sensible? Okay. Developers build Choose from the complete list of starter projects. PHP starter snake. Okay, we can probably just do that. But I want to write it myself. Like, why would I want to use somebody else's snake? That's just stupid. Like, I really want to write this myself. That's the whole point of the fun. API reference. There we go. This is what we want, right? We can just follow the reference and sort it. That's classed as cheating. Reading the docs. Yeah, it is for me. Certainly. Vaping on stream. What's going on? The Battlesnak API consists of 4 commands. Your Battlesnake server must implement all 4 endpoints to play the game. This command is called periodically by the game engine and the Battlesnak platform. It should return information about your Battlesnake, including who created it and what it looks like. Okay, so we can do this, right? An empty GET request made at the top level URL of your Battlesnake used for customization, check-in latency, and verifying successful communication between the Battlesnake and the Battlesnake engine. Okay, so we just need to return this, right? From our root. Hello, can I copy pasta? Copy pasta. We can do this. Don't give a shit about this. And bump. Hello? You won't let me paste? Seems like if we were cool, we could use TDD. Yeah, I am cool. And anyone who says I'm not cool is wrong. It literally won't let me paste. Remember earlier on when I was getting really angry because Medium over I don't know, what did Medium do? It hijacked my my highlighting and wouldn't let me copy. Oh, my username. What is my username? I'm guessing it actually has to be my username, right? I'm guessing it has to be my username. Has it actually, like, hit the endpoint yet? No. Oh, I'm GH. That's good to know. Beautiful. Do color. I don't care. For now, head default. It was a lowercase d. It was, right? Tail default. Oh! Type your version. What version did we say it was? Can I put anything in there, do you think? Let's have a look. What did we call our snake? I forgot. Version 3 final. That's the boy. Okay, so we should be able to just do like... Can we set content type, or do we have to just do the header? Is it with headers? With headers? With added header. Content type. Application JSON. Thank you so much for the follow, Grumbling Moblin. Thank you, thank you. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Okay, that looks good to me. We should be able to test this really quickly, right? By bopping that there, and everything looks good. The fact that use your words, Gar. The fact that Firefox has displayed it as JSON means that I think the header's working fine. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Okay, so I think that's fine. So how do I validate that? There's got to be tools, right? To validate the... You can refresh your Battlesnak on that last screen. Which screen? I just went through about 80 different screens. This screen. The account one. Oh, right here. See, it's not hitting my endpoint here. .502 bad gateway. Okay, then that's fine. gh.ngrok.io. That is correct, right? Let's try it. gh. Okay. That looks like it should work. It should work. Works all right for me too. So unable to load snake metadata. Your snake responded with an error message 502 bad gateway. I wonder if it's adding HTTPS to it. It's not hitting it, right? That much is clear. So it's probably in the... I wonder if it doesn't like... Okay, we got a get here now. So maybe that's worked. That looks like it's working now, right? It looks like it's working, I think. I think that it needed to be HTTPS. So hopefully I can pick the Battlesnak here. Yes, I can. Awesome. I mean, we really, before we do any challenges, we definitely need to... Yes. Before we move, like you can see now that it's hitting start, move, end, right? That's great. So we'll need to handle this. This is going to be fun. I'm so excited. Start. Okay. Your Battlesnak will receive this request when it has been entered into a new game. Every game has a unique ID that can be used to allocate resources or data you may need. Your response to this request will be ignored. Okay. So do I need to do anything? No. I could add persistence here, right? But you have to respond to every webhook within 500 milliseconds. And so I know that for a fact. So, like, I guess we don't even need persistence, I don't think. I mean, we should create the route and stuff so it's not 404 in. That's for sure. Or 405 in, for some reason. Ask Rob Allen, who wrote this. Where's the config routes? Oh, I see. Because that. Okay, and then we want to do... Marco, are you still there? What's your opinion on... what's your opinion, Marco, on having handler as part of the namespace and handler as part of the title of the class? Thank you for the ray, Copper Beardy. Chocolate cake, Copper Beardy. How you doing? I hope you had a good stream. I stuck my head in for like 30 seconds and then I went to eat because I was so hungry. So let's create a route that does nothing. It just returns an empty string, I guess, or just an empty JSON blob or something. We should be able to create that class. App handler, blip, blip, bloop, blomp. Perfect. Pubf. No. Invoke. And then I can't remember how the other handler looked, so okay, let's just copy this. Let's just copy this. Copy pasta. Copy pasta. Marco's gone. He's gone to bed probably. So so this is Slim, if you haven't seen it before, for the Laravel, the wonderful Laravel esters in the room. This essentially is like a middleware based API framework where it takes the request and returns a response. So yeah, that's the only reason. I mean, we should make this a abstract class now, but I'm all for refactoring when it's working, and you can hold me to that. Okay, you're allowed to hold me the fact that I'm going to refactor this when I've got a working snake. Totally allowed to. So we create a new thing, we do, and then we write. In fact, we don't need to write anything. We don't need to respond. We don't need to, we just want to respond just so we don't 404, right? That's all we want. Looks good. Looks good. Battlesnak Official just followed. Thank you, Battlesnak Official. Nice to see you, nice. You're probably going to be putting your head in your hands a lot as I blatantly, don't read the documentation. Well, the sun is so bright here. I won't read the documentation. B, I'll guess at what I should be doing. And C, I'll probably make tons of other mistakes too. But thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it's nice to hear that we have a partnership with the Twilio Developer Network and Battlesnak for 2022. I'm very excited to see what we can do. Hopefully I'll actually understand how this whole thing works. The most traditional developer experience. Correct, Battlesnak Official. Awesome. Right, so we've got the start handler, and it doesn't have to... it said it didn't have to return anything, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't actually imagine that. I would imagine that when we write complicated snacks, we will need to do some persistence. So... that Grange Hill sound, bow, bow, bow. Did you know that they are rebooting Grange Hill with some of the original cast, being parents and grandparents in it? That sounds like it's going to be fun. Totally sounds like it's going to be fun. Will I watch it? Probably not. If it hasn't got Gripper Stebson in it, I'm not interested. Okay, /move. The request will be sent for every turn of the game. Use the information provided to determine how your snake will move on that turn, either up, down, left, or right. So this is, to me, feels like we could just do naughty TDD style. Right? Because I feel like what we could do is, so okay, this is what we need to do, right? We need to avoid walls. So our snake starts here, and we could just tell it to keep turning right. And it would just go round and round in circles forever and never hit a wall. And I mean, it's not a particularly complicated snake, but it would work, right? It would pass the test. If you look at this being the test, then just keep turning right feels like it would work. I mean, we should definitely try it and see, but I feel like it will be okay. So essentially all we have to do is return that, right? Oh, hang on. Do we need to, if we don't turn right though, right? Let's check. Your Battlesnak move is from up, down, left, or right. So if we kept doing right, it would return, it would go, if we kept going right, it would go right, 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 right. So we just want to say if, right, okay, let's take a look at what we get back. Because we just do a really crappy switch statement. Game object describing the game being played. Turn number for this move. Board object describing the game board on this turn. Battlesnak object describing your snake. Okay, so we can see this in ngrok. Ngrok. So we've got the board with the information about you. Does it tell us what direction we moved last turn? If it tells us which way we went last turn, then we can cheese this really nicely. So we're a snake that's 1 square long, and that's just our head. Oh, we're 3 squares long. I can make this bigger. Sorry. I mean, there's got to be a way I can cheese this, because cheesing it is definitely what I want to do. Because that's the way I roll, baby. The turn number could tell us, right? Cheesing. Oh, I like that. Is that one of the Twitch ones, Greg? I like that. You know me, I love to do this. We can't find out what we did last turn. That's a shame. I guess we could use the session though as cheeky persistence, right? Oh, no, we can use the shout thing, right? Does this tell us what we shouted last turn? We could just use the we could just use the shout. This is good. Look at me getting excited about programming again. Okay, so let's create a new route. I'm going to copy the start, and I'm assuming the end is the same as the start, where I don't need to worry about it, right? Your Battlesnak will receive the request when the game is playing ended. Use it to learn how your Battlesnak won or lost and deallocate any server-side responses. Your response to this request will be ignored. Okay, so we can say like end goes to the start handler, but we can rename the start handler to be the start end handler, right? So we just ignore what comes in to the start end handler. We just log it and just ignore it for now. But at least I'm doing slightly better than usual, where I actually am being tidy and not just 404 in. And then we need to do the move handler. Marco, are you here? If you're not here, I'm going to really annoy you on... why have I called this class? I'm an idiot sometimes, you know? Well, mainly not sometimes. Okay, so then we create the move handler. And we create the move handler by copying the start end handler and calling it move handler. Because this is the way we roll. Okay. Are we booping? Where are we logging to? We're logging here, right? Oh, so nice that Rob included a logger in this. Awesome. You're going to write one of these later too. Yeah, I've seen some of the bots that are really, really, really mega cool. I'm just going to try and go through some of these challenges today, and then maybe we'll write a bot as a stream where we try and, like, I don't know, use AI to self-learn, or we use random number generator to see if we can be lucky, or, you know the way I roll. It's all good. Okay, so let's take a look again. So we get you shout, right? Now, what I really want to do is create an object and hydrate the object so that we have an immutable object that we can, we have a value object that we can use. So we've got like beautiful, amazing code completion, but really I'm just going to hydrate this to an array, let's be honest. So this is the body, right? Good thing is now, using ngrok, I can just replay this. So I don't have to start a new game. This is the... Well then, woodworker R _ first time chat. Nailing it, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a call that is. None of my regulars, or even, nobody else detected that these are all post, and I've made them all get roots. But woodworker nailing it from the off. MVP of the stream already. Good job, sir. Or madam, sorry. Good job, person. Johnny Evs. Johnny Evs. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you. You are correct, woodworker. That was just a test. So if we replay this and get an internal server error, which is not what I expected, but... Move handler is not resolvable. Okay. It should be resolvable, all right. Move handler. App handler, move handler. It should definitely be resolvable. Is there a container involved here, do you think? I wonder if there's a container and I've completely ignored the fact that it has a container. Probably here, right? Yeah. Settings is settings. Logger interface is logger interface. Everything else should work, right? We're not defining... There is a container, by the looks of it, which is good, because we can use dependency injection. That's all good. This is defining the logger. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, that looks good. We've got roots, which are fine. We've got middleware. Okay, so this homepage handler is working, right? Let's just check that again. Yeah, that's 200 and that's okay. Start is also giving us an error because it can't, what did it say? Cannot resolve. Sample application couldn't run because of the following error. Runtime exception. Start handler is not resolvable. Okay. So that, for me, implies that this is a container problem. The sun is going in my eyes and it's really annoying me. Maximum Gilead. How are you doing? So this is resolvable because it's creating the logger. Why is that not resolvable? But home works fine. Okay. Let's see how this works then. Let's figure out how this works. Like, I should have just ended up using Laravel, but I thought we'd run out of time. So it requires the dependencies to set up the container, and it creates that. Creates a new request handler, loads the middleware, loads the root, runs the app. How's it trying to resolve the... I wish I could read this error trace. That's the next point. It's the old chestnut of pasting it into a JS fiddle so that it's... No, I am posting them, Grumbling, Moblin, but thank you for the... I'm posting to them using this... What I'm doing, look, is I'm replaying this start as a post using the ngrok web interface. And it's definitely routing it correctly because it's picking the right controller. App handler, start handler is not resolvable, it's saying, which is probably a container error. What I probably should be doing here is figuring this out myself, but I'll probably end up sidestepping the problem and using a framework where I know how it resolves. I thought I'd use Slim because it would be super fast, but I don't really understand how this starter works. But I can see a stack trace now, right? So that's really helpful to me. So it's routing it fine. And then it's going resolve by predicate. And then it's asserting that it's callable. So it may not be that it's not resolved. It may be that it's not callable. We can figure this out. So callable resolver, line 72. Excuse me. That's where it's failing, line 109. So it needs to be callable. So it should have a method invoke, and I'm pretty sure it does have a method invoke, right? Oh, why did I call that handle? Huh? Didn't the homepage handler have handle? That works fine with a function handle. This is really weird. So it's expecting it to be a callable, which it would be fine if it had an invoke method. What have I done differently then? What have I done differently? I mean, does this work if I change it to invoke? Is my question. Does this work if I change it to... I copied home handler. Yeah, I did. That's why I'm finding it strange that it's not working, you know? Because I copied it. It's not resolvable still. Why is that? This is very weird. What happens if I change that to get? And then, whoa, hello. Let's make this a get for now. And call it in the browser, right? Just to... so we can see happy error messages again. There we go. That's easier. And then I can change it to post once we fixed it. Are those namespaces correct? But I think it's actually... Okay, let's... Line 72. Okay, let's step debug. I'm going to step debug this because I'm really interested in why it's not working. Which I know may be boring, by the way, and I apologize if it is. In fact, we don't even need to step debug, right? We can do good old-fashioned var dump debugging here. Just to figure out. This is not a Battlesnak problem, by the way. This is a me not understanding how Slim works problem. So I apologize. So it's null. Okay, so it's not resolvable. But if I hit the home page, then... Oh, hello. Yeah, it does help if I put it after, right? Stupid idiot. Resolved is what I should be dumping. I'm an idiot here. This is what I get for not coding over Christmas, right? Okay, so we get that there. That's exactly what I would expect. And then start, we get there too. So it's getting the start start end handler. String invoke. Why? What is going on here? It knows that this has. It knows that this should use the method handle. Somehow. Magic. Sorry, I should read. I was thinking it was even slim or fat free as microfilm. Instead, look at lumen, as in theory, it uses a fat bit of the Laravel underlying framework, but I'm not sure if this was a wise decision. I used to use slim a ton, right? And this stuff was so easy. But then I just used to ask Rob. The method, yeah, you're right. But then how does it know from the home page handler? This stuff was so easy before, by the way. Implements request handler interface. Have I... Oh, okay, this is the... We've all been there. Thank you, Grumbling. You're the kindest person in the entire channel. Thank you. See you next time. Same place, same channel on I Shouldn't Be a Coder. Okay. Hey, I debugged it. That makes me great. It's all good. I'm winning again. Official Battlesnak, don't judge me too harshly. Because I didn't implement a freaking... Yeah, we can just edit out that last 20 minutes. Okay, start is fine. Works perfectly. End should be fine. Works perfectly. Move, I don't remember if that should work or not. But let's... Method not allowed. The application could run because the following error. Method not allowed exception. Okay. That's not what... Oh, no, I didn't check the response in the right place. There we go. Yeah, it's okay. It's just not returning anything. But that means we can now actually write some fucking code after I don't know how long. Okay, so... data posted data from Battlesnak is JSON decode. How do I get from... I literally did the same thing yesterday. I'm not here to judge. I know you're not. I'm just teasing myself and everyone else. It's all good. How do I get the PHP input thing? I use Google, right? PHP get JSON post. There's some way that it's like PHP input. It's like something like or something like that. I can't remember though. Somebody must be able to remember. Just look at the answer. That's the buy. That's exactly the buy that we wanted. Okay. That should work now, right? Where we should have the data that we need. And we do. Awesome. Oh, I want it as an array because I'm weird like that. No. Wrong place. Either I like working with like fully defined. Is there nothing on your handled request? There may well be, actually. We are passing the request in. That's a very valid point. Probably get body. We probably need to cast it to string because it's a PSR 7 implementation or whatever that. And I want it as an associative array because either I like fully typed, fully built out, fleshed out objects, or I like arrays. Like, I don't like standard classes. If I'm going to be messing around with standard classes, I'd rather be using arrays. We'll probably, if this is going to be the same data posted every single time, I'll probably end up hydrating it into an object at some point. I just like to fix the first challenge first. Okay. Awesome. So then we want you shout, I think. Hopefully that'll give us what we shouted last time. Hopefully that'll give us what we passed last time. We can test that, right? So if it's empty, then we'll go up. I'm gonna shout down move, right? And then we're gonna shout down move, and then we're gonna use that to detect our next move if this works. If I can remember how to write the switch statement as well, because I just have no idea. How do I do a switch statement in PHP? I haven't written one for like 20 years. I have no idea how to do this. Case value. Was it right, the semicolon, the colon? I couldn't even remember if it was a colon or not. That's how bad I am. No, it wasn't. It was these. Okay, I'm getting there. Case empty string. Move equals, let's go up first, right? And then we have to do a break, don't we? I hate the format, but we'll do it anyway. Case up. So if we went up last time, we'll go right this time. Does this look like it'll work to you folks, or do you think I'm just this is insanity? If we went right last time, then we'll go down this time. And if we went down, or if we somehow are in a position where everything's gone pear-shaped, we'll just go left. Does that make sense? Does that look like it'll work? Replace switch with match expression. What even is that? What the hell is match? What? I've been doing PHP for a million years. I've never heard of match. We're going to look at that later. It's new in PHP 8. Awesome. We're going to look at that after I've got this working so I don't get distracted. Hello, Smokey. Nice to see you back. It's new. Thank you, Jambino. Okay, so then what we want to return, right, is a new response where we JSON encode an array, and the values of the array should be the API specs of the actual Dewberry. So move being a string. In fact, they're going to both be the same, right? Because we're going to shout our move and make our move cheesily. What's wrong with this? Oh, because I can't do it in there. I need to do it with a body. Stupid Gary. I'm so bad today. What's going on? It's almost like I haven't coded for 4 weeks, which I haven't. Something to do with body. With body. What did we do in the homepage handler? Get body right. Should return a response, right? That's what we've said. Yeah, we got to return a response interface. Okay, this should work. This should work. Evan.pro as I live and breathe. How are you doing, my space-loving friend? This isn't what? Amaranth. I don't know what that is, Ev. I really don't know what it is, but it's so nice to see your name appear in my chat. Awesome. So, okay, if I replay this now... we move up and we shout up, and then if I replay it again, we move up and we shout up, and then if I play it again, we move up and we shout up. Okay, so what I've done here is I picked the wrong array key, right? You shout. Oh, it doesn't give us the last shout. Oh no, it may give us the last shout. I'm not doing it though. Yeah, I'm not using Laravel this time, Smokey Joe. Sorry, this may work though in the real world, right? Let's try it in the real world. Oh, I see. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I could be working on a laptop in a hot tub if that works for you. Like, it's fine. It's all good. We should be able to do this now. I'm doing good, Ev. I'm doing good, thanks. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's try it again. How do I retry? Retry. Here we go. Oh. It nearly worked. It nearly worked. It was really close to working there, but something didn't happen at the end, right? So this last move... we went left when we shouldn't have. We should have gone up. I don't think I put a step in, right? I think I missed a step. Yeah, there's two things that we need to go up on. If we were going left or default. Yeah, okay, I understand. Default should be up. And if we're going down, we should go left. Does that make sense to everyone? Does that make sense? Because up will happen if there's nothing. Yeah, we can do that. We can get rid of that. Thank you, PHP Storm. So if we're going up, we go right. If we're going right, we go down. If we're going down, we go left. And if we're going left, or if there's if there's nothing, or if everything's gone pear-shaped, or if it says left, anything other than these three, we just go up. I think that will work. We should be able to replay the one where we went left. Yeah, that looks good. Thank you, Ev, for the sub. 3 months in advance? Good gracious me. What have I ever done to be so kind to you? How many bits for outfit change? I mean, yeah, I can put a different jumper on. It's fine. Oh, I've got a cap here, if that helps. I could put a Tweedo DevNet cap on. I can even take my glasses off if you want. That's fine too. Okay, this should work, I think. I think I messed up about when it should go up. Survive 100 turns without going off the board. Yeah, that's so cheeky. But we're going to do it. I'm going to drink some coffee to celebrate. I mean, I feel like I'm cheesing it, but I actually think this is probably what the Battlesnak challenge setters were thinking of anyway, in my mind. It's like, because, yeah, you could go, oh, if my head position is equal to the end of the board, then go down or up, and you could do it all that way, but just dizzy snack, yeah. Just make a dizzy snack. It just works, right? It's brute force. This is why I love stroke hate TDD, because whenever I get tests and it's like people say, oh, this is the test, and you should write the easiest way to pass the test, and I'd always do brute force stuff like this. Before we move on, I really want to see what this match thing is. It's very, very strange syntax. What even is this? I am way behind as an old man. Old man yells at clouds mentality. The match expansion branches evaluation based on an identity check of value, similar to switch. It's got a subject expression that is compared against multiple alternatives. Unlike switch, it will evaluate to a match. Like a ternary expression, unlike switch, the comparison is an identity check rather than a weak equality check. Okay, so you get in type safety, which is good. Type safety is always a good thing, right? You get in strict type safety. It's a very strange syntax, isn't it? Is it just me that thinks that's a really weird syntax that we haven't seen anything? We haven't really seen the likes of that in PHP before, have we? Where we've got open and closing curly braces and then an array-like syntax inside of those curly braces. I don't think I've ever seen that in PHP before. Correct me if I'm wrong, my wonderful friends, but I don't think I've seen something syntax like that in PHP before. But that's cool. I'm all for more strict type comparisons. So let's leave it like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the ticket. That's new to me too. Yeah, more like in functional languages, I agree. I know, Ev, but you know, we're too busy like using the existing functions and tools to keep on top of the new tools. No, we're not. So I guess, right, what the ticket says that we're not allowed to collide with ourselves or with... Can we go back a turn? We can. So we're going to grow, right, this time? So we just went into our own tail. So what do we want to do? Like my thought is to... How many turns? It's 100 turns. So do we just want to spiral outwards? Or do we just want to go... Like, do we want to write some cool, silly logic that lets us go out here and then all the way around and then in? Like, do we want to write some actual... Probably need a forward step before turn. Yeah, I could see. I'm in my mind now. I'm thinking, do I cheese it again? Do I use the power of cheese and the power of the shout as joking persistence to figure out what we did last turn, or do I write something that's a little bit more robust? And this is my normal questions when I am faced with this kind of thing, right? Because what I'm thinking is we go red cheese refactor. Yeah, what I'm thinking is, right, we go, because this is what happens, right? We start here and then we go up, right, down, back. But what if we just put an extra down step in? Then we'd go, what if we say... And then we go, so once we get to the down, we add one onto the counter. So then we go down to, left to, up to, no, that wouldn't work. Do we just keep going in the same direction until we hit the wall and then go down? How big is this board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. So we need to survive 100 turns. So we need 100. I was thinking about that, Craig. Yeah, could you add an increment in forward step? I'd go direct to a corner, then back and forth, zigzagging. 2 squares, but leave 1 row. I have no idea what that means. I'd go direct to a corner. So up and right. And then this, right? Yeah, no, I think I know what you mean, right? So if we went, for example, to the top right here, and then we'd go down till we hit the wall, and then go back up until we hit the snake. So 1 less than the wall, and then down till we hit the wall, and then up until we hit the snake. As long as we went straight up here and right, that would work, wouldn't it? What data do we get sent in Engrok? I'm interested to see. Are we supposed to, like, we're supposed to remember the persistence ourselves, right? Or do we get information about where the snake is? Like, I'd love to just go in a random direction. Check if there's going to be a snake in the random direction, and if there's a random direction, if there's somebody in there, just go in a different random direction until you don't find a snake, and then just brute force it. Keep clicking play until the randomness works in our favour. So we're at 6-5, which is. This is fun. We're at 6.5, which I imagine is there, right? Let's take a look at the API reference on the board. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's fine. So we're at... Look at me looking at the API reference like a pro. So we're at 6.5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're there. Cheating... Yeah, reading the API spec. It is cheating. So we're at 6.5. And we have a body at 6.5, 6.6, 5.6, 5.5, and 5.5 for some reason. So we can check if the snake exists in that body, right? This is cool. Down! Yeah, but what I'm wondering is if we can say, so this is what I'm thinking, right? And this is, again, cheese galore. Is we go, okay, we'll keep doing this, right? Say, okay, go there. If this space is empty, go there. If the space is empty, go there. If the space is empty, go there. And then when we go, oh, if the space isn't empty here, right? Because we can check that. Repeat the last command. So then we go down here. And then we go, okay, if the space is empty, go here. If the space is empty, go here. Oh, it's not empty, so we repeat the last command. We go here. If the space is empty, go here. If the space is empty, go here. If the space is empty, go here. Blah, 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 blah. And then we just do a big spiral. Does that even make any sense? Because it does to me. I'm going to try that because it sounds cool. I've just talked absolute nonsense. Essentially what we're going to do is check if the move we're going to move into is in this array. Then repeat the last move. Exactly what... Oh yeah, okay, Ev, that makes sense, right? But the problem is that we don't get to say where the snake starts, the game does. So, I wish I could... Have I got chat codes enabled here? No. For those of you who don't know that we do have chat codes enabled here, which allows me to interact with chat directly from within the IDE, but it also allows the IDE to interact with... It also allows chat to interact with my IDE. So you can totally have some fun using those commands if you fancy it. So use comment line number comment to place a comment. So comment line number 29. This says right. If you want to like interact with my ID, I mean, it gets messy, but it's fun. It also saves me actually doing a lot of work. Okay, so we've got the same thing here. Oh, yeah, it's not like... Okay, Battlesnak Official, hit me up on Twitter or something after, or reach out to me. Because it's so... it's so scrappy. It's on GitHub, and I can do a build for any ID you want and test it. But I'm always looking for contribution. So if people are in Java who can do better things, then yeah, I'm very happy to help you get that up and running if you want it. It's easy. Okay, so what I was going to say was, we need to make a new class, right? Do you think that we want to make a new class so we can use early returns? Or even a new method of this class for now? Yeah, let's just do... Do we know where our head is? We do, right? We know where our head is. We definitely know that. I've seen it. Yeah, okay. I'm really tempted to start creating some objects. Thanks, Ev. I forked it from somebody who'd started doing the... I forked it from somebody who started doing the work ages ago. Is the head also the first item in the array? 6.5. I don't know that. I mean, I can read the API reference, right? Array of coordinates representing this Battlesnake's location on the game board. The array is ordered from head to tail. It is ordered from head to tail, yes. So what do I need to know to figure out the next move? The last move, which is a string. An array of the snake positions, although I'm really tempted to do a snake positions object that we'll pass in, but let's just do an array for now. The head, which we could take as the first thing off the snake positions array for now. That's fine. I need to know the last move, the snake position, the head's position. That's it, isn't it? And then I want to return a string, which is the next move. Does that make sense? And then we want to say snake positions is going to be, so like new move is this figure out move. The last move, which is going to be posted data you shout. And we'll just do a default to up. I can't default if it's not the last thing in the array, can I? It's fine, we can do it up here. If it's not the last thing in the properties. No, it's fine. We can handle an empty string in there. It's fine. It will actually be a string, so that's totally fine. And then the snake positions, which will be posted data, you, something that I've forgotten already. Body. Which should be an array, right? So then we say current head is the first thing on the snake positions array. Next move... Oh, hang on. How do I do this? How do I do this? So if the last, right, I'm going to have to write this out so that I can think about it in my head, because this is the way I roll. If the last move was up, then we're going to go right. So in which case we want to add 1 to the snake positions to the heads X position and check that it's not got body in it. Does that make sense? So we're going up, therefore we want to go right, which means we're going to add an extra 1 to the X position, yeah? Am I even thinking about this? Oh, I wish I'd turn... How do I turn off this plugin that keeps... How do I turn off that plugin? Anyway. So if we're here, we're going... So if we're here, if we're going up, then we're going to go right, which means we're going to add 1 to the X positions. We want to check that... Yeah, that sounds right to me. If last move is up, then next head equals... How does the current head even look? We want to increment the Y position. No, the X position. And then we just want to see if that's in the array, right? Start positions are random. Yes, sorry. No, you shouldn't read the manual, Evan. You didn't get where you are today by reading the manuals. This is actually much more intense mental mind games than I actually expected. Welcome to the stream, B Campbell. B Campbell, sorry. So if the last move is up, we want to create a new position where the head is with the X, an extra 1. And then we want to check if... How do I even check what's in an array of arrays to see if an array exists? How do you even do that? This is cool. This is cool as shit. So what I want to do is I've got an array that looks like this. And I want to check if that array exists in exactly the same form that looks like that. How about extract your current next move match into a method, get the next move, then check if it's already used. I think this should be easier if I can just get my head around it. So I'm going to do it using a for each, and then I'm going to change that into an array map or whatever, right? Because I can. For each snake positions as position, if position equals... Because this should be easy. So does that make any sense to anyone? Because essentially what I'm doing is short circuiting here, right? And saying I can do this at the end. I can do this at the end, by the way. I can do if last move equals up, head X plus plus. If it's down, blah 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 blah. And then otherwise I can return right. So I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody except for me. But essentially what I'm doing is saying, if the last move is up, then we want to move right. So we increment the head's position and test to see if that position is empty. If it's not empty, we're always going to return the last move. And then if it is empty, because we've managed to iterate over all the positions and it's not the same, we return right. I really want to write a test for this now. I'm just so bad at... I should write a test for this. I really should. So if the last move is up, and the array of snake positions looks like this, let's just copy the snake positions from here, right? Because that's an easy way to do it. In fact, let's just do this. Okie dokie. First with, I do not touch my snake code without writing a test first. Later down the line, you'll make a change that seems correct. Break several previous tests all the time. Thank you, P. Campbell. Yeah, I obviously, right, what I'm doing at the moment is not what I would do when I'm writing a long-term snake, because I'm just essentially trying to figure out the problem space in my head. And tests would obviously be incredibly useful, as would like casting the snake into an object rather than using it in an array. And like, I really do think that after today's stream, I'd like to do this again, but do it properly from the word go, so that, yeah, we're on version 3 alpha for a joke. This is just literally me trying to understand the problem space. I would quite often do this Evan's worked with me since forever. I'd quite often do something like this when I'm working in a professional capacity. I'd quite often just throw some code around to understand the problem space before throwing it in the bin and starting again with tests first and all that good stuff. Like, this is a pretty accurate way, because I just feel like before you understand the domain knowledge, exactly, Craig, before you understand the domain and the problem space, like, I can't, Marco, like, working with Marco is what constant, and I hope he's not, is he in chat? Because if he's in chat, I'm not going to say nice things about him. No, he's left, good. Working with Marco is like, blows your mind, because he can see the problem in his head without having to throw code. Like, he understands it without actually needing to do this stuff. And I'm sat there throwing code around so I can understand the constraints of the code and what we've got. And he's just like, no, you just got to do it this way because you do. And it blows my mind there are people that can do that. The Spring League starts soon, too. You have something together in the next couple of months. You should join. I totally will. I'm really hoping we could get like a Twilio Developer Network League, like if that's something that we can do, and get our developer evangelists playing on the stream. Yeah, you can't hold yourself up against Marco Evan. You just can't do it. That is where madness lies. Like, trying to hold yourself up against Marco is impossible. Okay, anyway, I've got distracted enough that I can't even remember what happens here. So now I want to like assert. I'm writing cheap tests. I am going to install I'll install PHP unit and all that good stuff in a second. It's fine. So really what I should get now is I should get in this situation, right? The snake's at 6.5. So the head is at 6.5 and we went down last time. So last move should be down. Let's write this one instead. If we're going down, then the next move would be left. So therefore we would negatively do this. So in this instance, otherwise, we should go left. So in this instance, the time that we died at the end of this, at this point here, right, we're going down. Now we're going to go left, but there's snake body here, so we should go down again, right? That's the exact move that we're testing here, in my opinion. So assert that this figure out move with the last move and the snake positions equals, so we should go down again here, right? What's wrong with that? Oh, it needs to be a Boolean to be tested. Yeah, that is a Boolean. That is a Boolean. Why does it only let me do loosey-goosey tests? Okay, well, let's try it and see. It's fine. Now I just need to figure out how I can run this function, right? Yeah, I should have just done this, right? Let's install PHP unit first as last. Oh, I always try and do the cheap thing, and I always end up trying to do the cheap thing, and I always end up wishing I'd have just gone the long way round. It is my cross to bear. Oh, remember when we worked on that this morning? Raoul? That was cool. Oh, should we install Pest? I preferred Pest, actually. Let's use Pest. I actually do like Pest a lot, so why not? Happy to use Pest. Right, we can get rid of Webpack. We're not doing that anymore. We need that. I mean, I can't see how you will ever... I can't see how you would ever write a Battlesnake without unit tests. I just don't see how you could do it, if I'm honest. Like, how could you possibly do it? As B. Campbell said earlier, like, you definitely would want to be... Was anyone here, like, before Christmas, looking below me here, when the fairy mod mother who worked for Twitch came in and gave me 50,000 bits in one go? That was nuts. This is my first time seeing Battlesnake, Evan. I was in our, like, weekly developer evangelist team meeting yesterday, and my... Our head of developer relations said, "Oh, we've got a partnership with Battlesnake now, so there's that." And I'm like, "What's Battlesnake?" And then I was like, "I really want to play Battlesnake. It looks really cool." So today's my first day looking at it. It says, "You are seeing my initial responses." No, I don't want to star your GitHub repository. Fuck me. Grow up. Okay, we have Pest, which is noobs all round. Yeah, I think I can imagine that, like, regressions will be a massive problem with this. Like, a huge problem. It's so much fun, though. Okay, I'm going to make that public just because I don't care. And I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to go to my test. I do like the way the Pest just freaking... I do like the way the Pest just bootstraps your stuff for you, so you don't have to create a PHP unit or XML or do anything at all. I really, really like that. And I can create a new test, right, from the command line. Surely I can. Can't I? Or can I? Or can't I? No, I just create a file in the unit or feature. Fine. Well, let's just rename this. Move. What was it even called? I've forgotten. Figure out move. Now we can abstract this as usual later on. It's all good. Okay, so the move handler equals new move handler. It needs a logger to be passed in, right? Which is a pain in the ass. How can we mock? I just want to mock. I don't give a shit about the logger. I just want to be able to like chuck something in there so that I can instantiate it. I don't care. I mean, I could just create a new logger at this point. I don't care enough to there's no mock-in in this library, I don't think. I don't think there is. I think I can just create a mock using PHP unit though, right? CLDub. How are you doing, my good friend? Needs a plugin. Okay, I don't care. I can just do like mock builder. There's a way I can do it though. How can I just create a logger? Just create a logger. Who cares? What logger does it use? It's just a monologue logger. Easy. Name. Test. It's like, who cares? I don't care. What have I done here? What have I done here? Yeah, there we go. Happy to have you, CLDab. This Battlesnak stuff is freaky deaky, man. Freaky deaky. You've got to try and write one in .NET or C# or whatever you choose. Like, my head is already boiled and I'm only on the second challenge. I thought I'd like cream through these challenges in 20 minutes. In my mind, I'm like, I can just like blitz through these challenges in 20 minutes. It'll be fine. Nobody'll know. But nah, that ain't happening. Nice. Thank you for the sub, Screep. And thank you so much for the follow, Boomer Frank. It's very kind of you to use your sub on me. All of the money I make from this, as I do it for a job, it all goes to charity. So just know that you are definitely giving to charity by subbing to me. So thank you so much. I've been so distracted. How do I assert? I've forgotten already how I assert in. Thank you so much, B. Campbell, for the follow as well. Hello, fellow PHP programmer. Hello, Boomer Frank. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You use this assert true. That's fine. This assert. Oh, I need the PHP Stomp plugin, right? For completion. I remember that much. I remember that much. Hello, fellow PHP programmer. Welcome to the stream. Loving it. Loving that you're here. Loving that you're here. Pest. Nah, we're using pest. We're not using. I mean, I could use self assert true, but Pest is so much more fun. I think you can use self assert true in Pest, actually. I just prefer to have, or this assert true. I just prefer, you don't get the completion because what you lose on the swings, you gain on the roundabouts, right? So you need the plugin to get the completion because PHP Storm has no idea what scope this is in. It's all good. I should get completion. There we go. Assert sim. So we expect it to be down when I... Okay, here we go. No, 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 no. What have I done? I wanted to do reformat code, not delete everything. Okay, so we arrange, and then we act, and then we assert. So we're arranging. My last move is down. The snake positions are as we've set them up. So we expect it to be down when I say move handler, figure out move, last move, snake positions, right? Does that make sense to everybody? What's going on? So I'm creating a new move handler with a logger that essentially doesn't have any login in it. It's just a black hole logger. And then I create some stuff there. Then I say the last move is down. The positions are just the ones that I copied from. They're just the ones that I copied from Ngrok, where we die. So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, that's the case. And then we run it and say we expect it to be down when we're in this situation, so we don't run into the head. So now we can run our tests, and I think we can do that. We can just do it from our console. Failed. Cannot use object of type standard class as an array. That's my fault. I need to do it as an associative array and not as a set of standard classes when I do this cheeky way of like pulling the JSON in. Okay, it passed. So that implies to me now, right? If we run this code again, we're going to go one step further, but then we're going to die, right? Oh, we should have done a prediction. Sorry, I should have used my new tension music. And we should have done a prediction, and then we should have... what I should have done is I should have gone like, oh, is this going to work? Bear with me, pretend we didn't see the tests being green there. Should have gone, oh, is it going to work? Do we think it's going to work? I should have gone like, oh, we could do a prediction. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Will it work? Should have gone like, is it going to work? Oh, there's a prediction. We've got our tension music. It's like, oh, is it going to work? And then I should have gone, is it going to work? I run this. And oh no, it doesn't work, PHP unit. Vendor bin passed. Oh, it's green. It did work. Yay. That's what I should have done. Look at my green screen. It's all over the shop. It's all over. Yeah, I know I'm muted. I was talking to Google to turn on my lights. I know. I didn't want to turn on all of your living room lights by saying, turn on the living room light. So it was what it was. I'm trying to get my green screen working. Hang on. How's that looking? There you go. Yeah, I knew I was muted. I was just being very, very cautious because I didn't want to be turning on everybody's living room lights if you had it on like a big TV or something, because I can imagine. Anyway, we won. Your overlays are very clean. Thank you very much. So what I'm thinking is, right, we keep doing this in a fail perspective until, and then we keep writing tests. In fact, what we want to do is straight away is create a data provider for this, right? So that we can keep running the tests with the data that we get until it's fixed. Does that make sense? Because I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. So we retry the challenge now and we go one step ahead as Craig. Oh, hello. Or we just go straight up for some reason. What the hell? Oh yeah, because I never implemented the up. I never implemented the up, did I? I'm such an idiot. Right. Let's actually implement the up. We can easily do that, right? We can easily do this now by going, if last move is nothing, return up. This is why I like making this a method, because I can just do these early returns, which are so easy. And then we say, if last move... Shall we write tests for this stuff, like, immediately? The only reason I don't want to write a ton of tests is I'll imagine I'll be throwing this away immediately. Like, I'm never going to use this stuff again. At no point am I going to want a snake that just goes in a spiral once we get into a battle. So that's why I'm, like, resisting writing massive comprehensive tests, because I know I'm going to throw all this code away at some, relatively soon. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So if there's nothing or left, we go up. If last move is right, if last move is up, we go right. If last move is right, we go down. And then we've actually implemented the, like, full-on down. So, I mean, we could just implement this now, right? Or we could just see what happens. I'm going to see what happens with this, even though I know it's going to break. Oh, I can run my tests, though, right? So I know that I haven't broken anything by doing that. There's a slight bonus, I suppose. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see? We were close there, though. It did what I expected. It didn't check when it turned right if there was something right. Okay, let's just implement this. It's fine. It's fine. We can implement it. It's quite easy to do. So, before we go up, what we want to do is we want to say head y plus plus, yeah? And then we can abstract this into a method, I would imagine, rather than copy pasting it. There's got to be a better way to do that anyway, but... What? Oh yeah, let's just copy paste it. What the hell am I getting so freaking... What the hell am I getting so bloody annoyed with copy paste? Oh. I could do this, right? I could do this. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't get sidetracked. Do shit code that works, because you know you're going to throw this code away at some point. You fully know you're going to throw this code away, guy. Come on. So if we were going up, we're going to go right, which means we want to increment x by 1. And if we were going to go right, we're going to go down, which means we want to decrement y by 1. This should work now, I think. Sorry, I'm getting fascinated by writing the best code I can when I know I'm going to throw this code away. So let's try. Let's try it and see. It just goes around in circles because the snake is that long, but it's actually working, right? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's good enough. It's good enough. It matches what the ticket says it should do, which is good enough. Awesome. I should be committing this stuff. I'm going to do that quickly. Do we have a git ignoring yet? We do. Awesome. Try next challenge. Come on. My email address has not been verified, and that's beginning to annoy me. So let's go. Fix that, because it's really beginning to become annoying. Battlesnak, Battlesnak, Battlesnak. It hasn't asked me to commit my... It hasn't asked me to commit... I don't have any guests sealed up, right? So I'm just here on my own. It's fine. How do I confirm my email? Hasn't asked me to. It hasn't asked me to. What if I click here to resend? That reception. Welcome back, Toe Frog. Nice to see you. I clicked here to resend. Oh, I died. I actually played a game. What's going on? You can't see what's going on. Oh, there we go. It's come through now. Verify my email. Thank you. Your mods ain't even subbed, Gary. Just saying. Yeah. What are you saying? You want to be a mod, Ev? I mean... There we go. That's what you get, sunshine. That's what you get. I don't know what I've done here now, by the way. Invalid. Okay, let's do that off stream. It was just beginning to really, really annoy me. Right. Avoid other battle snakes. Okay, it's 500 turns without colliding with other battle snakes. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I love it. Thank you for the follow. Thanks, Mawif. Thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. I need to get into Battlesnak. Yeah, it's boiling my mind. Let me make it clear that my brain is boiled, completely boiled. I'm so boiled that it's like hurting. Okay, so what do? Do we just like find the next direction we can go that doesn't have... Okay, I should be able to see from Engrok. Challenge in progress? What do you mean? It's not in progress. Liar. It's not in progress. What does that mean? Hit the play button. No, that isn't the same play button as you think it is, though. I don't think. This is the play button for like a different... I should normally have a play button here. Oh, this play button. Okay, I'm an idiot, as we've already... As we've already Yeah, so I just go up and I hit the snake and I'm an idiot. Yeah, fine. Sorry. Thank you, my wife. It's very kind of you. I've never had to do that before, though, but that's fine. Okay, so I just go up, right? It's not making my Engrok requests, though, which it will do if I retry challenge now, right? I think it was running while there we go. Yeah, now it's making my Engrok. So I'm guessing I get information about the other snakes, right? Yes. So now what I need to do is I need to check if follow GH Live on Twitch version 3 real. I need to check if Kim is in the space that I want to occupy, or if Missy is in the space that I want to occupy, or if Latifa is in the space that I want to occupy, or if Eve is in the space that I want to occupy. At this point, we probably need other snake objects to keep track of the slippery buggers. I agree. In my mind now, I'm trying to figure out what we do, because this is the biggest problem I got, right? So what we're going to do is we'll try and go up. Can't go up. There's a snack there. So then we'll try and go right. Okay, great. We can go right. We went right last time, so we'll try and go right again. Can go right. That's great. We'll try and go right again. We'll try and go, we'll keep going in that direction. We'll try and go right again. Okay, then we'll check, is there a snack to the right? No. Is there a wall to the right? Yes. So we'll try and go down. We'll keep going clockwise. Yeah, okay, we can go down. There's an empty. So essentially what we need is an empty space method, right? To check if this space is empty, given the way the board is set up. And then we go, okay, we go down, we go down, we go down. Oh, we can't go down this off the board, so we'll go left. And then we'll go left, and we'll go left, and we'll go left, and we'll go left, and we'll go left. And then we'll go, okay, can't go left anymore. There's a snack there. And then we'll go up. Because that's the next way to go clockwise. And we'll go up, we'll go up, we'll go up, we'll go up, we'll go up. Oh, can't go up anymore, there's a snack there. So we'll go right. Can't go right anymore, there's a snack there. Okay, we'll go down. Can't go down anymore, there's a snack there. Okay, we'll go left. And then does that make sense to everyone? I don't know how the hell we'll survive 100 turns, because there's not enough space for 100 turns, right? Oh yeah, because my snack isn't going to be filling the space in. So we could just keep going round and round this snack here until the snack gets long enough. Then we'll go up here, right? I think this will work. I know I'm just talking absolute shit that nobody understands, but I think it will work. Hello, GNASH. How are you doing? I will not say anything but hello, and yeah, it's so nice to see you here. Beautiful. I think we all understand. Chat is a glorified rubber ducky. Yeah. I understand. Well, yeah. Boomer, you're very special, so that's good. Okay, let's implement these new rules. 100 health equals 100 turns. Later there will be food which refills your HP. Oh, awesome. Okay. Let's do this thing. Right. Before we start, I'm going to go make a fresh cup of coffee and use the bathroom. Take the opportunity to do the same, because this is going to be intense. This is going to be so intense. Hello. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. So. Intent confirmed. Okay. It's really cool to finally see the mod interface. So thanks, I suppose. Okay. Let's write these tests. Yeah. We should write the tests. First. I'm going to write the test first. So what I want to do, right, I want to copy this board, essentially. I'm going to replace this test because this logic no longer applies, right? I mean, I suppose it does apply in as much as it doesn't let us move it, but it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply. It's completely nonsense. So given a board like this where we start there, we want to go right. We know that much, so I can write a test for that. And I guess these tests are going to be like long living as well, because we're going to say, well, in that instance, yeah, let's just write them as longer living tests now. Screw it. I can split these into other tests as well, right? Wasn't there a way to do describe and all that with pest? I'm sure there was. I thought there was a way to group tests. No? I tell you what, let's just use a data pissing thing, data set. Let's just do that. I built a Twitch chat TTS thing the other day. Best in Chrome, if anyone would like the chat message read out loud. Awesome. Sounds amazing. Yeah, let's just do this. It figures out moves. It figures out the right way for a snack to move. But we should do this like... How do I snack? Because you should always use emojis in your test names if you can. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, you didn't get chat codes. I don't know. It keeps disconnecting, I think. What happens is when I close the pane here, after a while it times out and the bot disconnects. Try that again, Craig. Thank you. Perfect. It is working. With a data set. So we need the info that we're going to get, right? So we're going to get... We don't care about last move now. Yeah, we do care about last move because we're going to... So last move... Board. Is it the board that gives us all the info we need? I can't figure this out. The board gives us all the other snakes apart from our own, right? So we could just... I mean, we should just take this. We should just take this whole... Same thing, right? And we should go take that, pop it there, and then we should go in tests. We should say assets, and then we should create a new JSON file, file, and we should say board one.json, and then we should boop this in here, and then how are we going to do the data providers is anyone's guess. We're going to get given the board, the like the posted data, And I'm really overthinking this. The expected result. Yeah? Does that make any sense to anyone? Needs more cheese. It's actually getting less cheesy, so shush. Shush your lips. Do we just pass the entire board to figure out move, is my next question. I think we do. I think figure out move just gets the entire data set, right? I think we just refactor figure out move so it gets the entire data set at this point. We do that, don't we? We refactor it. Yes, we do. We do that. So given the posted data that we've been given there, we expect the expected result to be this. Cool. So now we can do it as a associative array, right? Yeah, as we would with PHP unit. So the board, which at this point is going to be JSON. What have I done wrong here? Why is this not happy? Did a closure mixed string. We're passing in the posted data, which is file get contents dir assets board1.json, and we want to JSON decode that because it should be an array. This is complicated. Am I overcomplicating this? Answers on a postcard. And we expect it to be right. Yeah, the first move that we get in this board, the first move that we have in this board where we start here, we expect it to go right. Does that make sense? Is this sensible, Gary, or stupid, Gary? I feel like that's fine. And then we can create more of these data providers, right? Where we pass more boards in and give it new expectations, and we don't have to write any more actual code. So now we need to refactor figure out move because this is going to fail. How do I open the... What's the command click but with keys? So now we just take an array of posted data, right? Command B, thank you, Modestus. Let's try that to make sure that I remember this in the future so I get muscle memory. Thank you. So then we just refactor some of this stuff, right? Where we say, are we saying that we're okay with always shouting our last move so we don't have to worry about persistence? I think we can do that in the short term, right? But in the longer term, we can create like a Redis instance or something to just dump that in mem. Or we could even use the session, really. I'm just conscious of the 500 millisecond response time. It's a fun approach. Sam mentions Node-RED Snake. Does that? Oh, okay. So it's an acceptable approach then. That's good to know. Nashy nash nash. If it like it's fine for this. I'm really starting to overthink things too early. That's what the truth is here. So last move is going to be whatever I just copy pasted from up here. This. We're refactoring as we go, folks. We're refactoring as we go. shouts for state is awesome. Yeah, it's kind of cheesy, but I don't mind that. Snake positions. Snack positions. So that's where our head is. Let's marshal some data here together, right? Snake positions, which is actually posted data U body. In fact, we can get rid of all of this crap because this isn't actually what we're not actually going to write any of this nonsense. We're just going to return right for a passing test. This is why I hate TDD in some regards, by the way. This is why I'm not such a big fan of TDD. Because I've just written a passing test, right? Even though I know full well that that's not going to actually work. But then I guess we could just keep writing data providers with the data from here until we've written a snake that passes this. That's a valid approach, isn't it? To just keep writing tests that have the board state until such a time as the snake has become self-aware. And then, like, actually comes out of the computer and lives on the floor of my house and everything's lovely. I'm okay with this. Well, yeah, but I mean, now I need to, now what I like, I mean, what I like here is that I need to check, now I've come to the point, this is essentially TDD, right? I know it is, but it's fine. Let's do it this way. I'm having fun doing it this way. It's a way I don't necessarily work a lot. So this is our next failing state. So we can copy the board state here. Dong-la-dong, 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 dong. And then we can go to our assets and create a new file called board2. This may not be the way that most people would do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it, damn it. And we would expect that to go down, right? Now my tests will fail, which is good. Now I can write passing tests. And end the prediction. Oh, I've forgotten. You can do that anyway, Evan. You can just do prediction. I'm going to click no, though, just out of spite. Cool. So now we need to write the handler so that it checks if that is a valid move, right? Next position, how he ho he. Well, everyone voted yes because I'd already done it. So what I need to do is check that the next position is valid, right? I'm thinking. I'm not just like sitting here like a moron. I am actually thinking. Because I need to do the code that I just deleted. So if we went up, I need to increment. This is quite easy to do. It's just not easy to do in an elegant way. And I am actually getting like hooked up on it being elegant. Yeah. Brute forcing this is actually quite straightforward, but doing this in a relatively methodical way that I'll be able to work with again in the future to solve other problems is the tricky bit. So I think we need to get a method, right? What I'm thinking is you say next move equals this, get next move, where I want to go left, or where I want to, yeah. Yeah, this is tricky. I want to go right, and this is how the board looks. It's not even that I want to make it elegant, Joe. It's that I just want it to be... I don't want to have to write 18 nested if statements. That's the problem I'm trying to solve, if I'm honest. Sorry, one sec. Like, I'm totally fine with writing 18 nested if statements, by the way. Let it never be said that I'm not. But, you know, I tend to write the code I really, really want, then work backwards from it, yeah. One sec, sorry. So, the last move is, let's just say we're going to try and go right. Let's just say we're going to try and go up if this is the first move. Okay, so we're going to say either what we shouted, or if it's empty, we're going to go up. Yeah, that's fine. So that's what proposed move that should be. So we're either going to go say we're going to move in the same direction as we went last time, or if we don't have anything, we're going to try and go up. Yeah? I don't care where my head is at this point, so removing code is good. So given the board that we've got, if this can move to proposed space, the proposed move and this board return the proposed move. Does that make any sense as a starting point? So I'm gonna create this method that says yes or no. Yes or no, am I allowed to move to this space? And if I am allowed to move to this space, I'm just going to return that. And if I'm not, at the moment, I'm going to return right. That might be okay. Okay. The string, a proposed move, an array of posted data will return a Boolean. And now we just have to write the logic to say, yeah, it's okay if you move to this space, which is really easy. So the snake's head is at U head, right? Yeah. I really, right. Before we do the next challenge, which will be tomorrow, I really want to parse the posted data into an object. Don't let me do another challenge until I've got code completion. Do not let me do another challenge until we've got code completion on this. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay. So How do I elegantly increment the x and y without... I've just got to do an if statement, haven't I? I've got to do an if statement. It's fine. Blah, 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 blah. If a proposed move is up, the head's Y value increments. If the proposed move is right, the X value increments. We can refactor. Don't shout to me for brute forcing it with if statements. Up, right, down. Or shout to me, I don't care. I'm currently sending my Twitch proceeds to Trevelyan Boys and Girls Club, which is a charity that is based in Port Talbot, my hometown, that my father was part of founding. They're a boys and girls club that help to try and give sport to kids and adults in the area. And you can find more info at trevelyanbgc.com. And we are a registered charity, and I'm on the board of directors, or I'm on the committee there, so that's where my proceeds are going to go to soon, because we've just built a new extension to our clubhouse, which it needs funding. Okay, so we now know like where the snake's head may be, right? So we just need to loop over all the snakes on the board and check if they're living in that space, right? We just have to do that. Do we not? Wow, thank you so much, Ev. We have the Welsh TTS going now for 20 minutes. I love the Amazon Welsh text-to-speech. No, it's fine, mate. I can cancel it. I love it. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Really love it. Okay. I'm so tempted to just ignore where my snake is for the time being until such a problem occurs where my snake is there. First thing we want to do, right, is... The first thing we want to do is check if we're going off the board. So if snake's head X is less than 0, or snake's head Y is less than 0, we know there's a problem there, right? We can't move to negative spaces. So that's got to be false, right? Is that fair? Let's fix the edges first and then fix the other snakes, right? This is fine. So if it's less than 0, if X or Y are less than 0, no good. Also, if snake's head X is greater than the board size, which we get posted in this massive JSON blob, board height and board width, right? So if it's greater than... No, X is width, right? If it's greater than the width, or if it's greater than the height, yeah, that could work as well, Craig Sims. Yeah, I was thinking about it being recursive myself, and we may well come to that at some point now. It is going to be recursive, right? If you think about it. It is going to be recursive because I'm going to have to constantly check the proposed spaces until I find one that works for me. Okay, now we've got 2 failing, which is lovely. Beautiful. Why are we expecting right? What setup was that? That's the first one. We expect it to go right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's not going to go right because we're not returning right by default, right? So, but we can't. So this is going to check that we're at the board's end. So let's get that second test working again first. Yeah, but it's how do you compose a matrix of not allowed squares? I mean, essentially, the not allowed squares are where the snacks are, right? Plus, like, -1, like a wall around the... Yeah. Let's just get this working, because we shouldn't be able to go off the edge here. Okay. Now we want to go... now we want to for each over the snakes and for each over the bodies of each snake, right? So we got snake... snake... Okay. I'm in this. So actually this will work because I'm in this list of snakes. So we should just be able to get over this. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. He says. What's wrong with nested loops? Like, shut up. Nested loops are fine. It is body, right? Yeah. All we want to do is, if they match, then return false, right? I think this is actually a little bit more elegant than I was expecting. So we want to say if snake head is equal to the body, because they both got X and Y, return false. And then return true if we haven't returned false at any other point. Is that fair? Like, it looks okay to me. This is a definite. So, do we think... so this... I think this should make both tests pass, right? Because the first test is checking this step. Here, the first test is checking this step. Oh, but it doesn't know what to do if it can't go up. So it's not going to pass. Hang on. Let's check here. No, the first step is expecting this to be right, but we don't have any way to tell it to go right, do we? We're just saying... oh, yeah, we can. It's going to go right because it's going to find the proposed move that it can. It's going to go right. And then the second test is going to fail because we don't have any way to go down. That's what I think is going to happen. I think test 1 is going to pass. And I think test 2 is going to fail. Anyone agree or disagree with that? Yeah, of course it worked. I'm correct. Am I correct? Did test 1 pass? Which one failed? Oh no, there's only one test. The data set ending in 390E failed. This one. Perfect. You're not letting me gamble my points, damn it. Yeah, that was too obvious, right? So now we need to say, okay, we can't go... we need to figure out that when we can't go to that move, what do we do? So now we need to pass the proposed move in here, right? I think we do this. I think we do that. And then instead of returning right, we say, try the next move with an if statement. I think this might work. So this is, okay, at this point we can't do that. We can't move to that proposed space. So then we say that the proposed move needs to be if we're proposing we go up, we'll try right next. If we're proposing we go right, we're going to go down next. I'm using match again, everyone. Have you noticed? If we propose that we're going to go down, we'll try and go left. And if we're going to go left, we're going to go up. Now, this could result in an infinite loop. And I don't know how to actually fix that, but let's hope that that isn't an issue. I mean, I have no idea if this is going to work, but it feels like it should work. What do we think? The only time this isn't going to work is if the snake is essentially dead-ended, right? And then it's just going to go in an infinite loop to get forever because it's like, oh, there's nowhere I can go. I think. I mean, we got to try this and see, right? This is a prime try and see time. I feel like this could work. I'm not going to build up the tension. Yeah, I'm going to build up the tension and have a drink of coffee. It's fine. Let's build up this tension. Let's build it up. 62.73. Okay, let's see that. Let's see. There we go. You may have a channel point gambling problem. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You got 30 seconds or as long as it takes for the board to revolve. Okay, I think that's it, right? We're ready. I give it a couple of seconds, and just in case it's expired your end. Let's roll. Expected down, but it got right. Okay. I'm imagining it didn't hit the edge of the board then. It's going to try and go one too many off the edge of the board. So those of you who said yes, you're wrong. All of you said yes. Well, you had more faith in me than I had in myself. Okay, I'm going to run this to check. I'm expecting it to go into the edge of the board. That'll teach you exactly. I'm expecting that it'll just go boop into the edge of the board. Oh, what? What? Hello? What? What? I think my snake's gone sentient. What? I'm still interested to know why you went off the top here. Because you shouldn't have, right? Nessie Grev, thank you so much for the follow. I am completely flummoxed as to why, what the hell is going on in Snakeville here. Like, can you replay it? Yeah, of course. It went right once, and then it was like, oh, I'm going to go up. I mean, my default is up, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. It's because I'm not telling it. I'm not passing in the proposed move here, which should be the last move, right? This is wrong. This is wrong. I'm saying that up is the default, not... What I'm doing is, instead of saying the default should be where we went last time, I'm saying the default should be, like, up. That's what the problem is. Right here. So we're going to always go up unless we can't go up anymore. That's the problem. So then we don't give a default here. We say the default will be proposed move equals posted data u shout or up if we haven't got anything. If shout is empty, default to up. Yeah? Does that make sense? What was going on there? I think, like, what it is I was passing in the default proposed move to be up. So we were always trying up first, whereas the default should be... the default should be set here. We can't really set the default from the method. It's like if you don't pass a proposed move in, then we're going to try the last place you went. But if we don't have that, we'll just use up as a starting position. That makes more sense to me. I don't know if that will actually help this, because this is essentially we're not handling going off the edge of the board. But at least now I'd expect us to go off the edge right here because the test is failing. So I would completely expect us to go off the edge of the board to the right here because my... Oh no, it went up. It went up. What on earth? It went up. I didn't expect that to happen. What have I done? My test still passed though, right? No, both of them fail. Okay, so now I know that it's definitely broken. So the proposed move here is going to be up, right? Because there's nothing. Okay. Okay, can I step debug here? It's doing an error. Unhandled match value of type string. Oh, I haven't got a default. But it should, because it should always have. It should always have a proposed, it should definitely be, oh, the PHP unit's not pissing running now, just to add insult to injury. I mean, I'm really enjoying the snakes that are being drawn in chat as well, but it's fine. Yeah, it is running, isn't it? Oh. Okay, maybe Xdebug isn't running. This is going to take some debugging. I love it. You should check out Code Bullet on YouTube at some point. He's hilarious. His name is also Evan, and he has a video where he perfects a Snake AI, also Flappy Bird and a bunch of other games. I'm trying to, like, not look at anybody else's Snake AI yet until I've kind of written a rudimentary one for myself. And then when I want to make it actually better, I'll look at other people's Snake UI, Snake AI, right? I think that's the way to do it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I've got Xdebug, but I know I've got Xdebug enabled twice, I think. Perfect. We're listening. This debugger extension is not detected. You liar. What a liar. Tried 9042. Okay, we're listening on the wrong... we're listening on the wrong Dubry here. Debugger extension is not detected. You liar. What a liar. There we go. Okay, so proposed move is null because it's the first time we're running it, right? And we're not passing the proposed move in the first time we run it, which is correct. So now proposed move is... Oh, okay. There's the problem straight off the bat. I didn't know how whatever this nullable ternary thing is. It only works if it's null and not if it's empty. Straight off it. Straight off it. I understand what's going on. We need to change this, right? So we go... We use a ternary instead, right? What have I done wrong here? It's this way round, is it? Have I got this the wrong way round again? Does that look right? So if it's not equal to an empty string, then we'll use shout. Otherwise, we'll use up. We could say empty, yeah. No, empty would match it. Empty would match it, wouldn't it? But... What's the question mark? I didn't know if question mark colon would match empty though. Let's just use this for safety, right? It's fine. So now if we go back to this and rerun. So proposed move is null. That's fine. So it's empty. And now proposed move is up. Okay, I think that should work. I think that should work now. Okay, so the first one passes again now. Figures out the right way for Snake to move. Okay, I wish I could put more information than that in. But that's fine. I'm expecting down. So when we expect to go down, it's still not working. So I reckon... If we retry this now, it'll go boop, boop, boop. boop, 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 and into the wall again. I think. Because the first test is passing now that sends it right. Yeah, it goes into the wall. So, for some reason, this code isn't firing. No, move handler. This here. If snake's head X is greater than posted data board width. So the board width is 11. Is that because it's, I bet it's 0 indexed, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 0 indexed, isn't it? It's that old chestnut that we've all done before. We could just say equals, right? There's no actual state where we should be greater than or equals. It's just like, yeah, why are we being... Also, this is a string, I think. No, it's not. It's an int. So we should be able to triple compare to make my pride feel better. Okay, the tests are passing. The snake should go down. I really am getting tired as well. I don't want to pack it in, but... I mean, I think I've accidentally solved this puzzle without meaning to. Yay! I accept it. We went round in a circle in a way that I wasn't expecting, but I'm going to take that. I'm definitely going to take that. I mean, I was fully expecting to code it so that it went like doot, 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 doot. But I forgot that I'm not going to grow, so it doesn't... I wasn't expecting to be able to turn right because I was thinking that my snake was going to keep growing forever and, you know, fill everything in. But of course it's not, so it's fine. It's all good. What am I supposed to do? Eat the food? Yeah, I'm just going to go round in a circle constantly. Oh my God, this is going to be fucking insane. How the hell do you even... How on earth do you... What? I don't even want to... How... How the... What the shit is this? So essentially, right, what I want to do is to... So we start here and there's food here. So we'll go, oh, there's food there. Try and get... So this is something now that we want to try and get to. So it's like, go up until we get on the X level of the Y level of the food, and then go right until we get on the Y level of the food, right? But obviously all the while checking we can do that, which is okay in this because there's no hazards, except for the edge of the board. If there's the edge of the board, well, we should never hit the edge of the board because we should go boop and then boop. Yeah. It's just thinking about this is melting my brain already, which is why I'm going to call the stream right there for today. I will be back streaming tomorrow. I've forgotten what time I said. But we will carry on with this tomorrow. Sorry for those of a Neymar North American persuasion. It probably will be in the morning. I have to... Wait, what time did I say? 10, no. Actually, lunchtime again, 12 o'clock. We'll be streaming. Midday UK time, I'll be streaming. I'm going to probably cry myself to sleep thinking about this tonight, but that's all good. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. It's been a lot of fun, as usual. And I will definitely be looking to solve more of these problems tomorrow. Thanks again, Evan, for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much for Screeb for the sub. Thank you, Evan, for the sub. Thank you, Craig Simps, for the sub. Very generous of you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Nobody I know is live. I thought Layla was live. Layla is live. Let's all go see Layla. Awesome.